Nicole Chase and welcome to my channel. I design fun and colorful amigurumi crochet patterns that are great for any skill level. Today I'll be sharing some amigurumi crochet patterns that will be great for Easter. All of these are available for free on my blog, www.thenicolechase.com. If you don't yet know how to crochet and you want to learn, you can sign up for my free beginner course called Amigurumi for Beginners, which I'll link in the description below. All of the patterns that I'm going to show you today are available for free on my blog, but if you do prefer the ad-free PDF, that is available on my Etsy and Ravelry. The first pattern that I'm going to show you is the Snuggle Bunny. This is a completely no-sew crochet pattern. So all of the pieces are crocheted in instead of sewing them later. And that includes the ears as well. And this pattern actually has two options for ears. One that I feel like is better for yarns like this that are thicker and a bit more fluffy. And then there is a second ear option, which are worked in the round. And I think are better for worsted weight yarns or yarns that maybe don't have quite as much fur going on. And both ear options are no-sew as well. Sticking with the classic bunny for Easter, we have the Hug Me Bunny Lovey. And this pattern can be customized to be more feminine or more masculine. The bow, if you put it down here, can be a bow tie. And there are instructions for all of that in the pattern. And I just love the blanket on this lovey. It's done in the linen stitch, which is one of my favorites, and I just think it looks really nice. Let's show that up close a bit. So that is the Hug Me Bunny Lovey. And if you do like making loveys, I have a whole series of loveys for free on my blog. The next pattern that I have to share with you is Chandler the Chicken. So this pattern is a chicken pattern, but if you do all of the pieces in yellow, it looks like a little chick, which is perfect for Easter. I actually have a full blog post on different modification ideas for this pattern to create a variety of different birds and different styles of chicken. So if you're interested in that, I will link it. And this is Chandler the Chicken. Another pretty classic Easter animal is the sheep, and I actually have two made here. This is Sherman the sheep, and I really like this one. I'm not sure what this yarn is called. It was something that I had in my stash, but it's fuzzy and just so cute. And I love the little embroidery on his snout. Embroidery is one of my favorite things to do on amigurumi. I feel like it just really gives them some personality and adds that extra touch. So again, this is Sherman the sheep. The next patterns that I have to share, you might not initially think are Easter related, and that's Carter the crayon and Penny the pencil. And I know that they aren't specifically Easter, but I remember when I was a kid, I used to always get coloring books in my Easter baskets, and that's something that I do for my kids as well. So I think that pairing one of these with any sort of art supplies added in an Easter basket would be perfect for kids. These also make great teacher gifts. So if you're thinking of the end of the school year, if you want to gift your kid's teacher something, this would be a great option as well. The next pattern that I have to share is Nala the No-Sew Turtle, and this pattern is completely no-sew, and the best part is that this shell comes off of the turtle. And I think that the flower on the top of the shell makes it just a perfect springtime pattern. And of course you can make different shells in different colors to go with the same turtle. And there's also a more simple shell option as well. Also available for free on my blog. So there's lots of different options with this pattern. Here's one that I made in Parfait Chunky as well. But I just think any sort of springtime colors would look really nice in this pattern. When I think of springtime, I often think of farm animals. So I wanted to include one of my farm animals on this list. This is Memphis the Moo Cow, and he is part of a whole series of farm animals, which you can find them all for free on my blog. But Memphis is actually named after my nephew. Whenever he was born, his parents were doing a cow-themed nursery, so I designed this pattern right at that time. And I just think this pattern would look really nice in an Easter basket in like pastel colors. I've done a strawberry version of the cow and made the spots pink and made the hooves pink, and I just think any sort of pastel colors would look really cute. This next design is one of my newest. This is Fergus the frog, and he is also a completely no-sew pattern. He's only just been out for about a month now. He's one of my newest designs. And again, completely no-sew. You start from the head and the body is worked as one piece, and then the arms and legs are just crocheted into the piece as you work so that you don't have to sew them later. And that's Fergus the frog. This next pattern, again, is not necessarily super Easter themed, but I just think that it's so cute and tiny, and if you're just looking for a little extra something to add to an Easter basket, I think this would be a great option. This is my mini whale pattern. It's one of my most beginner friendly patterns. It has a full video tutorial as well. I would love to see a whole fleet of these little whales in different colors. I'm picturing a pastel rainbow. I would love to do that at some point. The next pattern I have is Lila the llama, and I just think that Lila would look so cute with like a little flower crown. I think I'm gonna free him some flowers to make Lila look extra springtime. So I have one here in Bravo worsted, and I also have one made in Parfait chunky. And here this just kind of gives you an idea of what it would look like to do some of these animals in a more non-traditional color. So you can still tell it's a llama, but it's definitely more on theme with Easter. Now for little girls especially, I know unicorns are so popular, and Mini Poppy the unicorn is a very quick make, and you could so easily make this more Easter themed just using some more pastel colors. Light pinks, light yellow, light green would look so cute in pastel colors, and she works up really quickly. This is in Bravo worsted. I have a Parfait chunky version over here in Bernat velvet, which makes her turn out much larger. So I think this would be a great option if you have a little girl who's obsessed with unicorns and rainbows like mine was. Mini Poppy also has a larger version if you have a bit more time and want to make something a bit bigger. This is the full-size Poppy the unicorn. And again, same thing with some pastel colors. This would be the perfect addition for a little girl's Easter basket. The next pattern that I have to share is Lulu the Love Bug. This is a pattern that I actually designed for Valentine's Day, but I think that would make such a cute addition to an Easter basket. If you take out the red and swap that for maybe some yellow or a light green, light purple, anything like that, I think this would make a really cute addition to an Easter basket. And this pattern is so quick. You can get this done easily in an afternoon. Next pattern that I have to share is my strawberry pattern. This is again another super easy beginner friendly pattern, and it has a full video tutorial as well. And I just think that anything fruit, cutesy, pastel colors I think look really nice in an Easter basket, so this one would be a really nice option as well. And this pattern again has full video tutorial including the embroidery, so if you have trouble with embroidery or that makes you nervous at all, the video tutorial walks you through all of that. So that is the strawberry. I definitely think that really any pattern could be made for Easter with the right colors. So I am sharing Charlie the Chunky Bear in rainbow form. And while this one might be a bit bright for Easter colors, I think if you did this in all pastel colors, that would look gorgeous for Easter. Or again, if you have a rainbow lover, I mean, something with bright colors would also look nice as well. So this is Rainbow Charlie the Chunky Bear. I have all of these patterns listed on a blog post, so you can find them all in one place. And I also have something a bit extra added to that blog post. I have put together a few different color palettes of different ideas for Easter, spring, color ideas. And not only have I put together the color palettes, I've also included some yarn pairings that match up with those colors. So it's easy to say use these colors to create a spring project, but to find those in yarn can sometimes be a bit harder. So I've put together a few of my favorite color pairings and the yarn that corresponds with that color. I'll link to that post in the description below. You'll find the color palettes at the bottom of the list beneath all of the crochet patterns. Most of the crochet patterns that I've shared with you today use my favorite acrylic yarn, which is We Crochet's Brava Worsted. That's actually what most of this yarn is here on my shelf. And then for the plush yarns, I mostly use Premier Yarns Parfait Chunky, which is all this row on my shelf as well. Both of those yarns have excellent color options, a huge selection of colors, and they're my favorite to work with. So I will link those in the description below as well. If you haven't tried them, I definitely recommend that. For all of my crocheting, I use Clover Amour crochet hooks, which I will also link to in the description. They are my favorite crochet hooks. No matter the size, that is what I use. I hope you've enjoyed this list of Easter crochet patterns. If there are any patterns that you'd like to see from me that you didn't see on this list, leave me a comment below and let me know your requests. Which one of these was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching!